What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 9 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Today we're using a really special team. This was made by one of my viewers who wanted me to play it, and I think as a content creator who started this channel just for fun, to know that my videos have made someone want to reach out is just, it's one of the best feelings ever. So I'm really excited to use this team. I think it does some really cool things, and hopefully I can do it some justice. So starting things off, one of the things that I really love is Inteleon. Inteleon with Choice Scarf just goes really, really fast. And the fact that it can use Soak to just like put a dampen on a lot of big threats, like it can really set up situations where opponents aren't going to be in a good position. It can both set up the Soak for Rillaboom to hit with a Grassy Glide or a Wood Hammer, or it can use Soak defensively to stop opponents from getting stab boosts. It can also work with Arcanine with Will-O-Wisp to burn fire types, which isn't something you see every day, and really kind of give that advantage there. It can let you get through with some of your hits that would be not very effective, and yeah, it's really cool with that option. And also the fact that Inteleon can max and just do a ton of damage because it's so fast and it just has that offensive presence. Next, there is Rillaboom with the Rose Incense, which I talked a little bit about. And one thing that kind of confused me at first, but I've actually really appreciated, is the fact that this Rillaboom is brave rather than adamant. And that's a big deal because it means that you're going to, for most of the time, underspeed Indeedee. So when it comes to a terrain war, you are going to be able to set up that Grassy Surge, which is going to let you go for fake outs and stop some of those really early Trick Room setters that are dependent on terrain. There is the Tyranitar Excadrill Core, which I've actually noticed has recently picked up a lot of popularity. So it's super cool to see that here and have a chance to use that. Finally, there is also Crit Kiss, which helps with some of the special attacks that this team, or not like the special side this team needs, because it is very physical, and the creator talked about how one of the main issues is running into Intimidate spam. And finally, there's Arcanine, and I think Arcanine over Incineroar does make sense here because of the fact that it is faster, and so you can go for those fast Will-O-Wisps before your opponent has a chance to hit into you with some of their attacks. So, I mean, I love this team. I'll make sure to include the Pokepaste in the description. You can see the code here, and yeah, hopefully we can do this team some justice and hop right into the first battle. All right, game number one. This is an interesting team. It is Rillaboom with Urshifu. There is, what is it called? There is Heatran, Dragonite with Rotom and Clefairy. So what I'm thinking is I like Rillaboom a lot. I like Rillaboom Togekiss. I think Rillaboom Togekiss actually covers most of my opponent. And then for mainly that Heatran, there is Tyranitar Excadrill. So I actually think I'm going to lead Tyranitar Excadrill. I think just the huge amount of damage output that it has, and the fact that we'll have speed control, will really put me overall in a good position. And then I think, right, is Rillaboom even the best option? I'm really just thinking Rillaboom because of Rotom Wash. But I think definitely want Togekiss. Arcanine's not bad. No, because I do have Heatran with Flash Fire and Rotom. So I'm going to go with Rillaboom. I think there is an argument to be made for something else, but I definitely think Togekiss is too valuable not to have. And I think the Excadrill Tyranitar lead, my opponent doesn't really have a good answer to it. The only really sort of thing that would work is if they have Air Balloon Heatran with Will-O-Wisp. And they're going to lead with Clefairy Rillaboom, which is great because I can immediately go for a Steel Spike. Yeah, I can immediately Steel Spike into this Clefairy to get a defense boost and stop any of that thing. And then, yeah, a Protect on Tyranitar is pretty safe. Unfortunately, Rillaboom does outspeed Tyranitar. I mean, yeah, Rillaboom does outspeed Tyranitar, which is a little tricky. I could honestly just switch out to Rillaboom. I'm going to switch out to my Rillaboom, and then yeah, there's nothing that can eat a Steel Spike. I mean, there is, but like I think the boost that I'm going to get as a result is so worth it. I actually probably could have switched to Togekiss, which I think could have been the better. Switching to Togekiss actually could have been, I actually think, yeah, that would have been the right play. Because then, the amount of damage you get from it is so huge. But at the same time, one thing that is really scary is the fact that Togekiss is actually pretty slow, which this team doesn't have Tailwind, which can make it really hard. And we are committing our max to Excadrill, which does not have speed control. So they are just going to Grassy Glide into Excadrill, which is fine. We're going to pick up the knockout with Clefairy, which means that they cannot, the subsequent turn, go for a Helping Hand, and we get the defense boost. So Excadrill should be able to live another Grassy Glide from Rillaboom, and I can go for Fake Out. So what I can actually do too is fake out Rillaboom and then go for another Steel Spike to boost my defense even further and like really set myself up to tank a bunch of hits. But also like Rillaboom isn't the biggest of threats, so I shouldn't try and base my entire game plan around them. So they're gonna send out Heatran. Heatran doesn't have an Air Balloon, and even if it does, I'm gonna go for that. Yeah, I'm gonna Fake Out because it didn't say Air Balloon, but I don't want to risk it. I mean, they could Wood Hammer. Wood Hammer would knock out what's it called? Wood Hammer would knock out the Excadrill, but I'm gonna try and get rid of any Sash that. So even if Heatran is they're maxing Rillaboom. Interesting choice. I mean, it makes sense because my Rillaboom can't really do much to it. We are going to be able to knock out this Heatran. And okay, so there's the berry, which means I actually don't know if we pick up the knockout, but I mean it is ×4, and this is stab super effective. Yeah, okay, so Heatran goes down. I'm gonna lose my Excadrill as a result, and then I can bring out Tyranitar. So this is turn 1 of their max. They're gonna Drum Solo into into Excadrill. Excadrill's gonna go down. What is Togekiss's speed? I don't think Togekiss outspeeds Rillaboom. Right? It shouldn't. They don't have great damage into Togekiss, but at the same time, I don't want to necessarily just like send Togekiss to its death. What is Togekiss's speed? Togekiss is 100. So it is going to be slower than their Rillaboom, which is a little bit tricky, but this is a fairly defensive and bulky Togekiss. Okay, so they are going to bring out Urshifu, so I can Grassy Glide into Urshifu and Air Slash the Rillaboom? No, and I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam because basically what I want to do is I want to get rid of Urshifu because then Tyranitar is in a much better position overall to. Okay, so they're gonna cancel. I don't actually necessarily agree with that. I think there was a good argument to be made to continue, particularly due to the fact that Tyranitar wasn't the best answer to Urshifu, so it would have really depended on how much damage that they were going to be able to do. But I do think they would have been able to take out Togekiss by doubling up into it, and that would have made things really tricky. But then from that point, I actually could have protected Tyranitar on the last turn of their max, and I think that Urshifu probably would have gone down to Grassy Glide. So then it would have been their Urshifu versus mine and Tyranitar with a weakness policy, and yeah, I mean, then it depends on their set. But I mean, glad we were able to pull through with the first game, and hopefully we can continue that. And yeah, let's just move on to the second game and hope that we can, like I say, do this team justice. All right, battle number 2, and this is the team that Cybertron just featured on his channel. So it is Tauros with Gothitelle. You have Celesteela with Colossal, Primarina with Aqua Jet, and Rillaboom. So I still think the safest play is Rillaboom Inteleon. I know that they have to self-trigger the policy using Surf in the event that it is Tauros, and if it's Primarina, I think I should be able to take that out pretty safely. From there, what is a good thing to bring in the back? Um, Tauros. I like no Togekiss doesn't really do much. I forget. Oh god, I forget if this has what's it called? If they have Solar Beam on the Colossal. I think. Do I want to bring Togekiss this game? No, I think Tyranitar Excadrill. Excadrill does outspeed the Colossal under Sand. So even if they pick up a knockout somehow, we should be good. So the ideal lead against this team would be if they went with Tauros Colossal, because then I know what to expect. So let's see. They're gonna go with Colossal and Primarina. Okay, so this is this is awkward. So what I think to do is fake out Primarina. Let's fake out into Primarina and then go for a soak on the Colossal, which sounds really awkward. But what I'm trying to do is I can prevent the steam engine from triggering. I mean, not the steam engine, the weakness policy. And even if they're able to do a fair bit of damage, like we can still, I mean, even if they get the steam engine, we can still kind of limit their damage output. Max guard, which is actually fine. Primarina, oh, that's actually really smart. Because now, yeah, because this stops the fake out, and now this is a tricky spot. Grassy Glide into Colossal and Snipe. Oh, ooh. I'm gonna max. Do I want to max Cole? This is a really risky move. Primarina, I know on this team is super bulky, but what I'm hoping to live. Yeah, if I can live with Inteleon, what I'm thinking is I should be able to one-shot it with Hydro Snipe, and then the rest of this team isn't actually super great into Inteleon. So I don't know how much we can do to this Primarina with Grassy Glide. So we're going to do... Oh, nice. That's a huge deal. We are able to take out Primarina with Rillaboom, and Hydro Snipe hopefully should take out this Colossal. Otherwise, otherwise I'm really going to set myself up for a bad spot. But yeah, wow. I don't think the creator built it around this Colossal interaction, but that worked out super well, because that wasn't even a crit with Rillaboom. That was just straight up Grassy Glide getting the KO. So they have Tauros, and then they have Celesteela, Celesteela is actually a little bit tricky, but I think the fact that they don't have a max anymore really helps. So we can, I think, protect the Rillaboom and Hydro Snipe the Celesteela. This is an Assault Vest Celesteela. Oh yeah, they're just gonna cancel. Which, I mean, I think it makes sense that I guess that second turn put them so far behind that they could not really recover from it, because yeah, they lost their max. I had two things in the back that they didn't know about, and I was gonna just be able to get a ton of damage with Hydro Snipe. So yeah, nice that we're able to to keep rocking along with this team. And like I said, it does some really cool stuff and fights the meta really well. And yeah, let's just keep rocking and move to the next game. All right, game number 3, and it is Nihilego Moltres with Mamoswine, Whimsicott, Cinderace, and what's it called? And Spectrier. So, I Rillaboom Inteleon is great into everything except that what's it called? Cinderace. Yeah. But that's the thing though. If I can get rid of Cinderace, Inteleon is actually in a really good position just to like sweep. So I'm gonna lead with Rillaboom, Inteleon. I feel like I need Arcanine because of Cinderace. I mean, Tyranitar, I guess I do Tyranitar Excadrill, which is really obvious. But sometimes you gotta go with obvious, right? Yeah, I mean, do I have to? I think this does mean, though, that I have to, what is it called? I have to go for Ice Beam, potentially, to stop Togekiss, I mean, not Togekiss, to stop Whimsicott from setting up. So, what is Cinderace's speed and what is Inteleon's speed? Because they're going to lead Mamoswine, Cinderace. Okay, this is a tricky spot. Cinderace is 119. Inteleon is 120. Nice. It is faster. So I'm gonna fake out into Whimsicott, and Ice Beam is also super effective. I'm gonna double up into Whimsicott. I think getting rid of their speed support is huge, and then the fact that Inteleon, because Inteleon is 1 point faster than Cinderace. So that actually puts me in a really good position. So we're gonna connect with the fake out. They are not. Oh, their eject button. That's tricky. What are they gonna switch out to? If it's Moltres, that's actually kind of bad. Actually, Moltres is actually okay. Let's see. They're going to bring out. Yeah, they're thinking for a while. They're bringing out Nihilego. Oh, Spectrier. They're bringing out Spectrier. They're going to Ice Shard into the Rillaboom. Rillaboom is going to go. Oh wow, it's a fair bit. Ice Beam into Spectrier is going to do a decent chunk. I don't think Ice Beam with. I'm going to actually Wood Hammer. I'm going to Wood Hammer and go for a Hydro Snipe. Because what I'm thinking is, given what I've seen of their team, they don't have. I don't think they have Cinderace. They could. Cinderace could easily be their 4th. In which case, it's a little bit tricky. But even then, Cinderace doesn't have anything super effective into Inteleon for the most part, right? It has what? It'll have a flying move. It'll have. Well, let's find out. So they're gonna bring out. They're bringing out Whimsicott. So if I can knock it out with this Snipe Shot, I would feel really good. And I think that'll really set up for the end game. So we do see. I love Inteleon's Gmax. It is so ridiculous that they're just like, let's have it climb a sniper tower on its tail. Oh, ooh. Okay, so they are maxing Spectrier, which is a little bit tricky. They have taken a little bit of damage. Let's see. They're going to Phantasm. Oh god, that's into the Rillaboom. Yeah, Rillaboom's going to go down, which is even harder because now they're getting the attack or the special attack boost with Grimnay. Yeah. Oh, I wish I had targeted into. Okay, so they are life orb, which is good to know. We can hydro snipe. Hopefully this takes out Whimsicott. It does not. So now the fear is, do they have Helping Hand on Whimsicott? We know they have Trick. I'm gonna bring out Tyranitar. Yeah, I mean, what? The fear is I gotta lash out into Spectrier and then Hydro Snipe into. I think double up into Spectrier makes the most sense at this point. Tailwind, I'm not super concerned about because Spectrier does outspeed my whole team. They are gonna Quake, which is a little bit scary. I don't actually think I'm gonna live. And oh my heart. That is a huge live because now I'm gonna be able to take out their Spectrier. I do wish, yeah, I actually wish that Tyranitar was faster in this situation because Inteleon is going to not pick up the KO, but Tyranitar should. So we take care of Spectrier. We know they still have what's it called? They have Mamoswine in the back, plus one thing we don't know about, and they have Tailwind. Their Whimsicott, we know two of its moves, so I don't think it has help. I mean, it could have Helping Hand. It probably has an attack. Um, but yeah, we have a full HP Inteleon, and we still have Excadrill in the back. So I'm actually feeling pretty good overall, because I don't think Mamoswine can one-shot me. They're gonna send out Cinderace, which is tricky, but Cinderace cannot max. So I'm going to Hydro Snipe into it because of what? Cinderace, it could have a Steel move. It could have Iron Head. Iron Head would let it take... Oh, they're going to High Jump Kick, which I think is fine. Oh, they're going to High Jump Kick into Inteleon. Wow. Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. That was a great read. That was a super great read on my opponent's part. Yeah. Oh, if I had protected that turn, that would have. Cinderace is such a monster. Um. I mean, what's nice? No. Yeah, their Whimsicott has. Their Whimsicott has Dazzling Gleam, which is spread. Because what I was thinking is, I can just. What I think the protect into Excadrill is expected, so I'm gonna just try and Rock Slide and. What do I have that does the most damage? I'm gonna double Rock Slide. No. I feel like they're gonna. I could have. They're gonna Pyro Ball. Oh, they're gonna Pyro Ball into Excadrill to bring me down to my Sash, and then they're gonna finish me off with Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. Yep, that's what's gonna do it. Because Dazzling Gleam can't miss. Oh, Tyranitar lived. I mean, it's gonna go down to. I'm gonna go down to what is it called? To Mamoswine, but I did not expect Tyranitar to live. Yeah, because Mamoswine has priority Ice Shard. And there is the what's it called? Recovery. So if I I was gonna say if I take one more turn of Protect, I'll recover enough HP to live another Dazzling Gleam, but now it'll be single target and Mamoswine will be able to come in. So I'm trying to think what could I have done better? I think the read from Cinderace was a huge call on my opponent. I need to what, stall out? Even if I stall out Trick Room, Tailwind, it doesn't matter because they can still. Yeah, this game's over, but maybe maybe my opponent goes for a Tailwind, and yeah, this Ice Shard will finish me off. I think. Yeah, I'm trying to think what I could have done better. That Cinderace setting up was really huge, and I think I don't know. Maybe I committed to a max too early. It's hard. Um, yeah, that one was tricky. That one was tricky for sure. I can't really think of much else to say, but the thing that I always say is just keep looking forward and move to the next one. All right, game number 4, and what we were looking at Regieleki with Urshifu. We have a Landorus, a Grimmsnarl, Tapu Fini, and Ferrothorn. Inteleon's good for Ferrothorn, but I think it's worth keeping not Ferrothorn, Rillaboom. Not Rillaboom, Inteleon in the back. I also do have Arcanine. Arcanine is really good because of the amount of uh, intimidate pressure that it provides. So I'm gonna do what, Arcanine Rillaboom. Arcanine Rillaboom is tempting. With Excadrill is nice because of the sash. So is Inteleon. Not gonna lie, Inteleon is nice as a max option is once again, and then Togekiss, right? I could. Yeah, I think Arcanine is necessary. Rillaboom could be Excadrill. Oh god, crap. I'm gonna time out. Oh no, oh, crud. Um, well, oh yeah. Not, definitely not the 4 I wanted, but yeah, I think Arcanine is super important in this battle, and to not have it is kind of not the best, for lack of better words. Okay, so we're gonna see a Regieleki Landorus, and so what I'm thinking is what if they, does this Inteleon actually outspeed Regieleki? Does it? That would actually be a huge deal. And I think I might be screwing up the calcs. I'm gonna fake out here, and then I could go for an Icy Wind. Icy Wind. What does Icy Wind get me? It doesn't get me anything. Nope. I don't want to soak. I want to Ice Beam the Landorus, because what could happen is they could protect the Regieleki, and then okay, so they're gonna withdraw Landorus. They're gonna bring out Ferrothorn, which I think was a very good play on their part. That did a lot of damage into the Regieleki. I think double up into Regieleki at this point. Ferrothorn. No, I can't let Ferrothorn set up, but I can Grassy Glide here and then bring out Excadrill. Yeah, this is. I'm basically. I'm gonna have to let this Ferrothorn get up in Iron Defense. Yeah, so they're going to protect, most likely going to see an Iron Defense from the, what is it called? They're going to Power Whip. Wow, I did not expect that to bring me down to a sash. That is terrifying. But yeah, okay, so this isn't the worst, because now what we can do is we can Grassy Glide into the Regieleki and then go for a high horsepower into the Ferrothorn. And what that's going to let me do is, I'm guessing Landorus here. Yeah, they're going to bring out Landorus, which is a little bit unfortunate. Because what I'm thinking is I can soak the Ferrothorn and Woodhammer it. But now Rillaboom is at -2. But that's still, wow, that's it. Still did a sizable chunk to Landorus. They're going to Iron Barbs me. And that means, what, Rillaboom is going to take a Power Whip? Oh, Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball, 207 down to 107. Yeah, I think a Soak Woodhammer should finish off Ferrothorn, which is probably my best bet right now to win this game. I'm going to switch out to Tyranitar, actually, because they could very easily max Airstream. That's hard, because what? If they max Airstream... Yeah, and I know they have Power Whip. I'm going to go for the Woodhammer here and the Soak onto Ferrothorn. This is a really risky play. Oh, wow, and it worked out super, super well. Because they are going to protect the Landorus. Oh, if they had Max, that would have been so bad. We're going to make it a Water type, and this Woodhammer should be enough to take it out. And yeah, okay, so we get rid of a super big threat that my opponent has. We can freely soak their Landorus, and we do have Tyranitar for Regieleki, and they do have one more thing. They have one more Pokemon that I don't know about. But having the ability to soak is really nice. They're going to bring out Regieleki. Yeah, we don't know what else they have. I'm going to switch out to Tyranitar and soak into Landorus. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up maxing Tyranitar, but I'm thinking, what, soak? If we soak the Landorus, we set up Rillaboom to deal with one of their biggest offensive threats. And let's see. So, yep, they are going to max Landorus. It makes sense. And I'm guessing they're going to go for an Airstream into the Rillaboom slot. And I'm hoping Tyranitar can take that well enough that I can max the subsequent turn and go for a Rockfall onto this Landorus. Or I could go for a Quake. No, I think, what's it called? Oh, wow. I think Inteleon outspeeds Regieleki, right? It has to. Max speed Inteleon is 190 plus... Oh, it does outspeed. Because, yeah, 190 plus... what is it called? 90 plus 95 is 285. Wow, Inteleon outspeed... Oh, so I thought... Okay, I was just like, wow, I'm running into all these non-max speed Regielekis. Okay, so their Landorus is Life Orb, which is good to know. I think we can probably... Oh, that's an unfortunate situation of going for Soak, is the fact that Landorus now gets grassy terrain recovery. So I think what I want to do is... What? If I protect Rillaboom expecting an Airstream? Because Rillaboom is now a really big threat because of the fact that it has a super effective hit. So I can max Knuckle. I'm going to Knuckle into Landorus and protect Rillaboom. And what I'm hoping is if I live an Airstream, the Knuckle boost as well as the damage from Airstream will let me knock out this Landorus. They're going to withdraw Regieleki, which is even better because now, one, I get to know what their last is, and two, I don't have to worry about damage there. It is Incineroar, which can definitely be a little bit tricky. But oh, that's actually really tricky because now that's actually because now they have fake out pressure onto Rillaboom. They have fake out pressure onto Rillaboom that I can't stop because I just went for protect. I could double protect. I think I have to double protect. That is double protecting is the right play, right? Because they're gonna max quake. That's even better. Max quake 336. Tyranitar takes it. That's gonna trigger my weakness policy. So this is actually a pretty good spot to be in, because they can't really do much to me with their Incineroar onto Tyranitar. Tyranitar is at +1 and it has 2 turns of max left with Grassy Terrain Recovery and Sandstorm. So, yeah, Landorus is gonna unfortunately take a little bit more than I would have liked. I mean, not take a live. I think I have to double protect. I think, yeah, because I need to go for double protect this turn because I need to finish off the Landorus's max. But that's a question. What do I think they're going to hit into with Landorus? Do I think they're going to hit into... Because they have a pretty safe fake out. I'm going to... Yeah, I need... No, I need to go for a protect. Because if they double up into Rillaboom, it's game over. So, let's see. I don't think I got it. No. Oh. Yeah, I think that... Oh, they're going to max Quake. Okay, so this isn't actually over. This is really hopeful. Because now what I can do is I can take out... Let's see the Grassy Terrain Recovery. So first it's Landorus, which will go down to Rillaboom. Oh, then it's Incineroar. Their Incineroar is fast. Then it's Tyranitar. And then it's Rillaboom. So we can... I still have a turn of max. They don't. Which means that I can... I don't think they have Protect. So I'm gonna Rockfall onto Incineroar and Grassy Glide onto their Landorus. If they have Protect on Landorus, which they do, that's really... Oh, what? Now they show Protect? Yeah, that was a great job by my opponent, because now they're going to be able to finish off Rillaboom really easily. I can pick up the knockout onto their Incineroar, but they have way too much damage output with that Landorus onto my Tyranitar. Yeah, that's a bit tricky, because what? I don't think there's... How could I have played that better? Because I didn't... Yeah, there's no way I could have guessed. There's not no way, but the damage looked like it was Assault Vest Landorus. But I guess the fact that I didn't see Knuckle kind of suggested otherwise. Because now... What? We know they have Earthquake. Yeah, I can't... Because what? If I get the Protect wrong, I can try and Protect. Hope that they Earthquake this turn. Try and get as much passive recovery as I can. But they still have Superpower. Like, they have, what, Superpower? Yeah. And now they're going to Earthquake as well. Right? Yeah, here comes Earthquake. There is the... Oh, God, my frame rates are dipping. I don't know why. I'll look into that. But okay, so we still have Grassy Terrain, which is going to reduce the amount of damage from the Earthquake, which makes me slightly hopeful. So I actually probably should have attacked last turn. But I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to Lash Out into... What am I more afraid of? Into Landorus? Yeah, because I think they're going to KO with Earthquake. So they're gonna Thunderbolt, and which probably will take me out anyway. 98 down to 0. Yep. Uh, yeah. I mean that's unfortunate. That I'm just trying to think how I could have played it better. I think that this was just me poorly piloting the team. I think this should have been an easy win. Not an easy win, but I think I should have won that one, and I think the reason I didn't, I mean, part of it was I timed out. I think if I had brought the 4 that I had wanted to, that really would have helped. They were Life Orb? Did I just not see their Life Orb at all? What? Okay, I missed their Life Orb completely. Yeah, but I think if I'd brought my 4, I would have been in a much better position. I actually forget what I was thinking of bringing. The timeout really didn't help. I think, yeah, I would not have brought that 4 against them if I had known. And that's like, oh wow, that's actually really interesting that their Ferrothorn is max HP, max attack, which, oh yeah, it's a very offensive Ferrothorn. Um, yeah, I think me timing out kind of cost me that game, but that's fine. We're gonna play a couple more days with this, and I am learning and picking things up, and it is a really cool team. I hope other people check it out, and I hope in these next couple days I can do it justice. But yeah, I'll see you all next time, and until then, I hope all of you are wonderful.